Atomic number 3 means there are 3 electrons are there. So there 3 electrons means electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1. For beryllium, atomic number 4, so 4 electrons are there. So electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2. Here in these two elements, the last electrons are entered into the s orbital, so that these elements belongs to s block elements. Now boron, atomic number 5. 5 means 5 electrons are there. So electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Here the last electron entered into the p orbital. Now this element belongs to which block element? P block element. In this video we are going to see the second lesson, p block elements. Rest of the lesson in PPT.
When last electron enter the p orbital, they are called as p block elements. In the periodic table, 13th group to 18th group are called as p block element. In 13th group, the first element is boron, 14th group first element carbon, 15th group first element nitrogen, and 16th group first element oxygen, 17th group first element fluorine, and 18th group first element is helium. These p block elements contain non-metal, metal and metalloid. The p block element, they play an important role in our day-to-day life. For example, molecular oxygen. Without oxygen, how can we live? Aluminum and their alloys, they have an important role from the household utensils to parts of the aircraft. And semiconducting material like silicon and germanium, they made a very big change in the modern electronics. So in this lesson we are going to learn boron, carbon and nitrogen family. Boron atomic number 5, electronic configuration 1s, 2s, 2p1. These under this element, they are called as icosagens. The general electronic configuration they have ns2, np1. See that the last electron, the 2 means they contain the different principal quantum number, so we have to change the 2 as a n, and 2p1, the 2 also changes to n. Then carbon atomic number 6, so 6 means 6 electron is present, so electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Under this carbon, all the elements having the same electronic configuration, so the general electronic configuration under the carbon family, that is tetragens, are ns2, np2. In nitrogen, atomic number 7, so electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Under this element, the name is pictogen, and general electronic configuration ns2, np3. Oxygen, atomic number 8, so 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Under the oxygen, elements are called as chalcogen, and general electronic configuration is ns2, np4. And fluorine atomic number 9, so electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Under these elements, they are called as halogens, and general electronic configuration ns2, np5. And neon atomic number 10, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Under this element, they are called as inert gases, and general electronic configuration ns2, np6. Inert gases, they have completely filled p orbitals, and they are more stable. What is more stable means they never give the electron and gain the electron, so that they have least reactivity. Reactivity is based on the gaining and loss of the electron. So here there is no gain and no loss of electron, so that they have least reactivity. The general electronic configuration for p block elements is now ns2, np1 to 6. In the previous slide, we learned the electronic configuration of p block element. In this slide, we are going to learn the oxidation state. The first 13th group, you see the outer electronic configuration ns2, np1. First highest oxidation state. How they get the oxidation state mean the last 3 electron go out, mean they gain +3 oxidation state, that is called as highest oxidation state or group oxidation state. Next, last column, the other observed oxidation state for 13th is +1. It is obtained by the last NP1 electron alone go out, mean we get the oxidation state +1. In 14th group, tetragen, the electronic configuration is given as NS2 NP2. The 4 electron went out, mean we get the highest oxidation state +4. It is called as group oxidation state. And the observed oxidation state, for example, the 4 electron gained means, sometimes the 4 electron gained means they gain 4 electrons, so -4, and otherwise the NP2 electron lost means the oxidation state +2. In 15th group, the last 5 electron lost means they have the highest oxidation state +5. Then other observed oxidation state +3 -3 we get it from the NP3 electron gain 3 electron means -3, lost that 3 electron means +3. In chalcogen, the last 6 electron lost means we get +6 as a group oxidation state. Sometimes the 4 electron lost means we get it as a +4. Sometimes 2 electron lost means we get it as +2. Sometimes 2 electron gained means -2. In halogen, all the electrons, 7 electron lost means group oxidation state +7, and last 5 electron lost means +5, last 3 electron lost means +3, and only 1 electron lost means +1, 1 electron gained means -1. In 18th group, last 8 electron lost means group oxidation state +8, and last 6 electron in p orbital lost means +6, and 4 electron lost means we get +4. Sometimes 2 electron lost means we get +2 as a other oxidation state. Let's we see the metallic character variation from this table. In the first 13th group, the boron is metalloid. The green color is showed that it is a metalloid. From aluminum to thallium, it is showed as a blue color, that is metal. So in group wise, that metallic character or increases. In carbon family, the carbon is non-metal, and silicon, germanium are metalloid, and tin and lead are metal. So this here also, that non-metal to metallic character increases. In group wise it is increases. In 15th group, nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metal, and AS means arsenic, and SB means antimony, and Bi bismuth. So AS and SB are metalloid, and bismuth is a metal. So non-metal to metal means it is a metallic character increases in group wise. In oxygen family, oxygen, sulfur, selenium are non-metal, and Te, tellurium is a metalloid, and Po, polonium is a metal. So in group wise, non-metal to metal means metallic character increases. In halogen family, all the one are non-metal. The same way in inert gases, all the one are gases, so they are non-metal. So from this table we conclude that in group wise the metallic character or increases. Then period wise means what happened, that non-metallic character or increases. In period wise, non-metallic character increases, group wise metallic character or increases. Metal always have electropositive nature. What is electropositive nature means it easily lost their electron and form a cation, that is called as electropositive nature or metallic character. That electropositive nature is depends on the ionization energy. What is ionization energy means the energy required to remove the electron. So depends on the ionization energy only the electropositive character or metallic character or we are getting. Here the group wise ionization energy or decreases, so that the metallic character increases. Next one, ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? Energy required to remove the electron is called as ionization enthalpy. That group wise the decrease in ionization enthalpy based on their atomic radius. In group wise atomic radius or increases, so that the ionization enthalpy decreases. In group 13, aluminum to thallium, there is only a marginal difference in ionization enthalpy because of the presence of inner D and F electron. They are having poor shielding effect compared to the S and P electron, so that they are having the marginal difference in ionization enthalpy, and also this effect result in the effective nuclear charge on the valence electron increases, so that only the ionization enthalpy of the aluminum to thallium having the marginal difference. Next one, in 15th to 18th they have the general different trend. What is general trend means ionization enthalpy decreases in group wise, and this is because of poor shielding effect of D and F electrons are overcome by the increased shielding effect of the additional P electron that they are having. Next one, electronegativity. Electronegativity in group wise it is decreases. It is also based on the atomic radius. Here the atomic radius increases. Based on atomic radius increases, the electronegative character decreases in group wise. Anomalous properties of the first element. What is anomalous property? We know very well in each group all the elements having the same property, but the first element alone have different property than the rest of the group members. This is because they for the three reason they have the different property than the other element. First reason, the first member always having the small size than the other member. The second one, the first member possess high ionization enthalpy and high electronegativity than other member. And third one, there is no d orbital in their valence shell or absence of d orbital in their valence shell. Let's see in each group how that anomalous property of first elements are obtaining. In group 13, boron is a metalloid, but our rest of the elements are metal. They form covalent hydride. They are easily hydrolyzed, and they have the diagonal relationship with the group 14 silicon. Then except boron trifluoride, that boron hydride means boron plus hydrogen, it forms boron hydride. They are covalent in nature. But except trifluoride means boron plus fluorine gives boron trifluoride. The same way boron with the other halogen give the boron halide. They are readily hydrolyzed. Hydrolysis means addition of water. In group 14, the first element is carbon. It is a non-metal. Then silicon and germanium are metalloid, and after that tin and lead are metal. Here the carbon, it form multiple bond, and they form the chain of bond with the other atom, that is called as catenation. That catenation property is different. It has the different property than the other element. In group 15, the first element is nitrogen. Like the carbon, it also form the multiple bond, and it has the diatomic gas unlike the other member of the group. The same way in group 16, the first element is oxygen. It is also a diatomic gas, and it possesses the high electronegativity, and because of this high electronegativity it forms hydrogen bonds. So these are the different property than the other element in group 16. And group 17, the first element is fluorine. The rest of the elements are chlorine, bromine, iodine, know very well. The fluorine alone have the different property, like it is a most electronegative element, and it forms hydrogen bond, and it has only oxidation number -1 because of its electronegative character. And other halogen, they form the positive oxidation state as well as -1 oxidation state. The fluorine is the most strong oxidizing agent, as well as it is a most reactive element than the other halogens. Inert pair effect. Let's we see the definition of inert pair effect after the example. In group 13, group means what, pa? In group, all the elements possess the same property. But here, I underlined one sentence. In that sentence, aluminum and thallium, they both are in same group. But aluminum having +3 state is more stable than aluminum +1. But thallium, it has thallium +1 is more stable than thallium +3. We see the what is the reason is behind that. We will see the reason. First, aluminum atomic number 13. 13 means 13 electrons are present, so that electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. Now thallium atomic number 81. 81 means 81 electrons are present, so electronic configuration I written there 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10, 6p1. In the first one, aluminum 13, the 3s2, 3p1 both are pairing and they are available for bonding. They are present in the outer orbit, so that they are available for bonding. But in thallium, the 6s2 and 6p1, between the 6s2 and 6p1 there are 4f14 and 5d10 are available, so that the 6s2 go inside and 6p1 alone available for bonding, so that in thallium +1 oxidation state is more stable. But in aluminum, the 3s2 3p1 both are available for bonding, so 3 electrons are available, so that 3 electron loss, so that aluminum 3 plus is more stable in that 13th group. So from that we can conclude that what is inert pair effect means the unavailability of ns electron for bonding is called as inert pair effect. Now in group 14, in upper element they are having +4 oxidation state and lower element having +2 oxidation state because of this inert pair effect. In group 15 also, upper elements having +3 oxidation state more stable, but lower elements having +1 oxidation stable is more stable because of this inert pair effect. Allotrophism. What is allotrophism means some elements they possess more than one crystalline form, but they have the same physical state. For example, carbon, it exists as diamond as well as graphite. So both are different crystalline form, but the same physical state, that is solid state. So this is called as allotrophism. Allo means another, trop means change in Greek word. In this lesson in p block element, for carbon alone we are going to see, but rest of the elements having the allotroph form, it is given in this table. Carbon, you see the carbon, what are the allotroph are present here? Diamond, graphite, graphene, fullerene, carbon nanotubes. We will see this carbon allotrophism later. In p block element, first group members are boron group members. First occurrence, the boron occurred as a borate. First important ore is borax, Na2B4O5 OH4, 8 moles of water, and kernite, Na2B4O5 OH4, 2 moles of water. What is the difference between borax and kernite means? Borax having 8 moles of water, kernite having 2 moles of water. Then another member, aluminium, they occurred as oxide and also aluminosilicate rock. Important ore for aluminum is bauxite, Al2O3, 2 moles of water. Then rest of the element, gallium, indium, thallium, they are occurred as sulfide ore and also they occurred as in traces amount. Now chemical properties of boron. Boron only non-metal in that group, the rest of the elements are metal, and boron is a less reactive metal. The reactivity of boron is increases with the increase in temperature. At high temperature only they shows their reactivity. Then boron having the empty orbital, because of this empty orbital they have electron deficient character, so they possess unusual covalent bonding. Why they are showing unusual covalent bonding means they have the small size, they has high ionization energy, and they have the electronegative character is similar to carbon and hydrogen. So this is 2 more question. What is the question here means the boron, it shows unusual electron bonding. Why? Let's we see the chemical properties of boron one by one. First chemical property, formation of metal boride. When the boron is reacted with the metal, we get the metal boride. The general formula for metal boride is given as MXBY. What is M means metal. The metal ranges from up to 11 and BY, B means boron, it ranges is up to 66 or higher. First one, for example, chromium is added with the boron, n number of boron in high temperature 1500 Kelvin, we get CrBn, that is chromium boride. Next, reduction of boron trihalide. What is reduction means? Addition of hydrogen. Here we are going to add the hydrogen with the boron trichloride with the tungsten at high temperature, that is 1500 Kelvin. We get tungsten boride. Tungsten is added with the boron, we get tungsten boride and chlorine and HCl. Next one, formation of hydride. Hydride means addition of hydrogen, we get hydride, but here boron is not directly added with the hydrogen, it is indirectly added. See the reaction. Boron trifluoride is added with the sodium hydride in the presence of 450 Kelvin. We get B2H6, that is diborane. Diborane is a simplest borane and along with the sodium fluoride. When boron added with the halogens, X2 means halogen, with high temperature we get boron trihalide. The valency of boron is 3 plus 3 and halogen minus 1. Applying crisscross method we get BX3. So always boron form trihalide alone. Next one, boron nitride. When boron is added with the nitrogen in the presence of high temperature, we get boron nitride. Here the formula boron nitride is Bn. Boron valency plus 3, nitrogen valency minus 3. So both are cancelled with each other. We get B for boron plus 1, nitrogen minus 1. So that we get the formula Bn. So boron nitride. Next one, boron oxide. Boron is added with the oxygen in the presence of 900 Kelvin. We get boron oxide. Boron valency plus 3, oxygen minus 2. Applying crisscross method we get the formula B2O3. Next one, when the aloe acid. What is aloe acid means? Hydrogen chloride, hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen iodide. They are not having the reaction with the boron, but boron with the sulfuric acid it gives boric acid. See the formula, boric acid H3BO3 along with the sulfur dioxide. When the boron reacted with the nitric acid means HNO3, it gives boric acid along with the nitrogen dioxide gas. So sulfuric acid means it gives sulfur dioxide gas, nitric acid means it gives nitrogen dioxide gas along with the boric acid. Now boron react with the sodium hydroxide, that is now before that only we see that boron reacted with the acid. Now the boron reacted with the base, we get the salt sodium borate. See the formula Na3BO3. We have to memorize this formula, girls. What is the sodium borate formula? Na3BO3. Along with that we get hydrogen. Let we see the uses of boron. Boron absorb neutron, so that we are using as a moderator in the nuclear reactor. What is moderator means? Neutron in a nuclear reactor having more speed, that is high speed. The high speed in neutron is reduced by the help of boron, so that they are called as moderator. Here boron 510 isotope is used as a moderator. The second use is amorphous boron. It is used in rocket fuel igniter. And third one, in cell wall of the plant, the boron is a essential element. Fourth one, the boron compounds. Let's see that boric acid and borax are the compounds of boron. They are used in eye drops, antiseptic, washing powder. The same way, another compound, boric oxide, it is also used in the manufacture of Pyrex glass. The fourth one, they are always asking in one word, so keep it in mind. The boron compound, boric acid and borax, they are used in eye drops, antiseptic, washing powder. Another compound, boric oxide, that is used in Pyrex glass. Borax formula is Na2B4O7 10 moles of water. What is borax means? Borax is a sodium salt of tetraboric acid. The preparation. We are going to prepare this borax with the help of calamanite ore. Calamanite ore formula Ca2B6O11 when it is added with the sodium carbonate solution, that is NaCO3 plus H2O, that sodium carbonate formula Na2CO3, we get Na2B4O7, that is borax, along with the calcium carbonate and calcium hydroxide. The borax is normally formulated as Na2B4O7 10 moles of water. It contains tetranuclear units, and I underline that B4O5 OH4 2 minus. It is known as prismatic form. Along with that, the borax exists in two other forms. They are Zweller form or octahedral borax, that is the borax containing 5 moles of water. Then another form, borax glass. Here no water is present. First of all, borax means it containing 10 moles of water. Then another one, octahedral borax, means it containing 5 moles of water. If there is no moles of water, means that is called as borax glass. Next, properties. The borax is a basic in nature. When it is added with water, it gives sodium hydroxide. See the reaction, Na2B4O7 plus 7 moles of water, it gives H3BO3, that is boric acid, and then along with the sodium hydroxide. So that borax is a basic in nature. Then that borax, when it is heated, first of all that 10 moles of water is went out, so that we get Na2B4O7. Afterward we are heating, we get NaBO2. So that what is that means? Sodium metaborate along with the B2O3. Let we see the uses of boron. Boron absorbs neutron, so that we are using as a moderator in the nuclear reactor. What is moderator means? Neutron in a nuclear reactor having more speed, that is high speed. The high speed in neutron is reduced by the help of boron, so that they are called as moderator. Here boron 510 isotope is used as a moderator. The second use is amorphous boron. It is used in rocket fuel igniter. And third one, in cell wall of the plant, the boron is a essential element. Fourth one, the boron compounds. Let's we see that boric acid and borax are the compounds of boron. They are used in eye drops, antiseptic, washing powder. The same way, another compound, boric oxide, it is also used in the manufacture of Pyrex glass. The fourth one, they are always asking in one word, so keep it in mind. The boron compound, boric acid and borax, they are used in eye drops, antiseptic, washing powder. Another compound, boric oxide, that is used in Pyrex glass.